Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Eddie Matthews Studio deep in the bowels of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep 3. As always, don't forget to smash those buttons, smash the thumb, smash the rectangle, give us the subscribe, give us the likes if you're digging what we're doing. And hey, did you go 3-0 yesterday? Give us a like. What do you say? And, of course, let us know what you're playing. Maybe you did go 3-0. Maybe you went 6-0. A lot of money out there flying around yesterday. Let us know what you're on today and how you're scooping it up. And when you get your pick inevitably right, we will give you the much-coveted shout-out on our next video. So, of course, don't forget to take care of our business and head on over to winnersandwhiners.com and statsalt.com to check out previews and predictions for all of the major sporting events that you can bet on in America every single day. So, if you want to put on your deep diving helmet, check those out. Please feel free to do so. We'd love to have you. All right, kids, you might notice a little spring in my step here for this video. Alrighty then. Let's review, shall we? We went to 3-0 on the Deep 3. Picked up a little bonus value all over the place as we had the Detroit, Minnesota under, check. And we had the Detroit Tigers to win, taking the old money line on that at about plus 145, check. And, of course, then we had the San Jose Sharks minus a half a goal in the first period to take care of business against the St. Louis Blues, check. And that one paid plus 170. So there you go, guys. We're picking up an extra bet basically as we go 3-0, but we win 4-15. So very nice. We'll take that each and every day. Probably not going to happen, but wouldn't it be great if this was the start of like 3-0 every day? That would be pretty unbelievable. Spoiler alert, not going to happen, but we'll do what we can. All right. Oh, by the way, we went 3-0 on the premium side as well. That's right, 6-0, baby. Get the broom out. We had Boston on the run line. No sweat there as they went down 4-0 in the first inning. Never fear, Fenway Park is here as Boston then rallied to put up 9 runs in their first 4 innings. So, well done, Boston. And then we had the Milwaukee Brewers, Chicago Cubs under 7.5. And even though they played for 15 innings, they still couldn't even get to halfway to that total. That was a fine pick, if I do say so myself. And we had in the nightcap the Miami Marlins team total under 2.5 as that dreadful offense took on a young fellow from the Mets. Maybe you've heard of him, a young fellow named Jacob deGrom, who appears to have found his form in the last 3 games. So, 6-0 we go, baby, and we're going to try to stay hot right here. Taking a look in the NBA, game number 7 in the East as Philadelphia takes on Toronto. Looking at the total of 209. You know, Toronto, they're going to feel the weight of 1,000 playoffs failures on their shoulders tonight. I'm sorry. I'm actually being told it's 2. Just 2. They're 2-2 in Game 7s. Why does everybody talk about how terrible Toronto is in the playoffs? No, I know. It doesn't always come down to Game 7s. They lay some eggs. But, you know what? Past performance is in no way indicative of future, what you have to expect in the future. How did I screw that up? The home crowd, they're going to be rocking in this one. You know what? And it's going to be, they're not like the Philly crowd. If they're not going to turn on nearly as quickly as a Philly crowd was. And if things go south, they'll still give them some shit, but only if the Raptors lay a big fat dinosaur egg. And you can tell you're in Toronto, because even though they still throw shit, they aim for your chest instead of your head. So pretty nice, those guys north of the border there. Good job there, eh? I can't back a Philly team that has yet to put up 100 points in 3 tries there in Toronto. I know what you're saying, but they scored 112 on Thursday. Yeah, they did. You know what? I had a salad once. Doesn't mean I eat a salad every day. Just because Philly did it once, now they're headed back to Toronto, doesn't mean they're going to do it again. Give me the under right here, 209. And looking west in the NBA playoffs as Portland takes on Denver. Denver, 5.5-point favorite. You know what? I look at this game and I think about what the path to victory looks like for each side. The Blazers got an outstanding Game 6 from not just Damian Lillard, but also C.J. McCollum and Hood. McCollum poured in 30, and Hood had 25 on an absolute lights-out three-point shooting day. On the other side of the ball, Jokic has been on another planet, while Murray, the guy that I ran down almost the entire last series, has actually really stepped up. He's averaged 24.7 points per game, and Millsap looks to be finally getting healthy. He added 18.7 points per game on his own. Looking at this one, I think there's too many things that have a slimmer chance of repeating for Portland. I think those three things that I talked about for Denver, those performances are likely to continue. I think Jokic and Murray wear them down, and I think the Nugs pull away late for an easy victory. Give me Denver minus 5.5. And we're finishing it up with a pick in the National League Central as Milwaukee takes on the Chicago Cubs up there in the friendly confines. That's the night game in baseball tomorrow. Take a look at the total of 7. Jhoulys Chacin goes for the Brewers against John Lester for the Cubs. It's going to be an awful day in Chicago, everybody. It's goddamn, it's the middle of May, and it's going to be dreadful. You're going to have temps in the 40s, a little light rain, and a steady 15-mile-an-hour wind blowing in off of Lake Michigan. Oh, that sounds so wonderful. Chacin has been serviceable, especially in his last 4 starts when he's given up 2 runs or less 3 times. The other one he did give up 4 runs. But Lester, he has been outstanding, especially in the 3 starts since he's come back from the injured list. In those 3 starts covering 18 innings, he's given up just 1 earned run and 1 base on balls. The under is 12-1 in Chacin's last 13 road starts, and it's 17-5-1 in the Brewers' last 23 on the road. Give me the Chicago Cubs, Milwaukee Brewers under 7. Give me the Denver Nuggets minus the 5.5. And give me the Toronto Raptors, Philadelphia 76ers under 209. And at the end of these 3 games, you guys can join me, pick up our winning tickets, and we will head back to the window. All right, everybody. Speaking of premium plays, here's the information on that. Shameless plug time. All right, we've got our still got a record up there for April. We are profitable again this week. We are guaranteed profit already, not even depending on what we do on Sunday. We're still going to be up, and that will be our 5th week in a row of profits for the premium players. So if you're interested on getting on the Premium Express, check it out there. Everybody wants to know how much it is. Runs about $4 a day, all right? So for the price of a Starbucks, even probably a little less than a Starbucks coffee that you'll just leave on the table at Game of Thrones anyway, you can have yourself some premium plays, all right? So if you like going 3-0, you really like going 6-0. All right, so that's the shameless plug portion. And let's get to where we plug you guys, shall we? The part that I really like. Doing our shout-outs, Legion to pick. He had the Phillies on the money line, Twins on the running line in the second game, or run line in the second game, rather. And he had the Sharks at money line as they took care of business 6-3 in that one. Hammered Hank, he had the Los Angeles Angels on the money line. Terrence Fisher said he's going back with the Phillies today, fading my Royals. And he was absolutely correct. As all of a sudden, Brad does not look like our number 1 starter anymore. Not good. Who's our number 1 starter? Oh! It's Homer Bailey. Congratulations, Royals. You are terrible. The astute Aardvark had Detroit in the first 5. Dude, which game? Was it the first game or the second game? I tried to figure out by when you posted, but it was before the first game. So I don't know. I'm hoping it was the first game as the Tigers came through. Had the lead after 5 and had the lead, more importantly, after 9. Well, not more importantly to you because you had the first 5, but, to us. I know you're part of us. Kent P, he had the Angels on the run line. Dustin Finley played getting a little round ball going over there as he had Djokovic in theme over 22.5 games. And, hey, it's time to butcher some names. Tsitsipas and Nadal over 20.5 games. Tsitsipas, is that right? Probably not. Wasn't that the guy who was pushing the rock up the hill repeatedly? It was for all of eternity. Wasn't that Tsitsipas? Yeah, okay. Mythology scholars out there? Okay, help me out. And finally, Mikey B, he had the Cleveland Indians plus 1.5, and he had Tampa Bay on the money line. Nicely done, Mikey B. Nicely done, everybody else. And, hey, you know what? This is a lot more pleasant than when I go 1-2 on each side, and I have to come and talk about all the shitty picks that we did. So hey, 6-0, shout out even to me. I'll do that. Shameless bragging. All right, guys. As always, you're the best. I hope you had a great weekend. Hey man, let's finish it up strong here. Let's start a little run, shall we? What do you say? Let's get hot, baby. All right, you guys have a great Sunday, and happy Mother's Day to everyone. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. All right, you guys take care. Bye bye.